Hi everyone, this is Raquel from scrapcosy, and today I'm going to show you how to create this card, which I created for my friends Erik and Valentino who got married. So these are some shapes that I cut with a silhouette cameo. These are some flamingos in different sizes. I'm inking them up with Victorian Velvet Distress ink. I'm coloring the bottoms first, so then they become more shadow. And then once I finish with this ink, I'm going to use another one, which is Tattered Rose, which is a bit more orangey. And then I will be filling in their bodies. And once I'm done, I'm going to remove the silhouettes from the mat. And this will be done. Now I'm preparing the card base, which is 5.5 for 4.25. This is a standard card. I'm also preparing a square a little bit smaller than that. And then here I'm preparing the basic design and painting where the sun will be. And actually that will be the window for the shaker card. I'm picking anything that it's round and that it's handy. And well, I just got that lid from a pickled cucumber that I will use as a guide to cut my window. I'm using this finger craft knife by Fiskars, which is very convenient. I'm cutting the round shape first, and when this is done, I will mark with the ruler the bottom part and cut it very carefully. Freehand, but very carefully, and applying very little pressure. So now I have my window. And I will be painting the sea. To paint the sea, I'm using this paper as a base. I'm painting the horizon there. And then now I'm marking with some lines, which are not in the same distance. So then they will be simulating the different waves at different distances. So I'm applying ink again. And those are my waves. And I'm coloring everything else in blue as well. So that's my sea. And with blue again, I'm painting the sky. So this is how it will look like, more or less. Now I'm getting a piece of plastic, which this is actually a remaining of packaging of some stamps, but you can use any plastic that you can buy or that you get from different packaging. I'm applying there glue and roller. And then this is the window. I have it ready now. Now with foam adhesive, I'm putting foam adhesive on all the borders. So then I'm effectively doing a pocket. You need to cover everything and making sure that you put one foam side of the other so they touch, and then whenever you put the confetti or the sequins or whatever you want to put in the shaker card, they don't move. These are some brads that I made myself out of basic ones. They were all in color gold. But now I will be transforming them to the color that I want. In this case, I'm going to do it in pink. So what I'm doing is getting some thongs, and then I'm applying some ink. Then I'm applying some clear embossing powder, and with a heat tool, I'm setting it. Once this is done, I'm applying a second layer, but first it needs to be a little bit cold. So now again ink, and again embossing powder. Heat set it, and now this is finished. This is the color that I want. So I'll be doing the same with the rest of the brads. So again, inking, embossing, inking again, embossing again. And well, since this is too repetitive, I'm going to speed up the process. Okay, now I'm going to apply 2 of them in the top corners. I'm just making a hole there. And then I'm passing them through, opening their legs, and fixing them in place. Now I'm going to emboss in gold the congratulations, which is the sentiment for the card. I'm applying Versamark ink to the paper. Then I'm using a piece of scrap paper to get all the powder back into the jar. And then I'm heat setting this with embossing tool. Now I'm cutting the edges with these scissors, which are pattern scissors, so then it will be less boring. The idea is to put then 2 brads on each side, but before that I'm going to frame the sentiment with this gold marker. In that way I will bring all the card together, because I'm using gold not only in the embossing sentiment but also in the frame, and then also in the confetti that I will be putting in the shaker card. Now with Zig or Wink of Stella glitter pen, with this pen, I'm going to apply some glitter. This is transparent ink, but then it has this little glitter on it, so then it's very shiny when you look it through the light. You cannot see it there, but when you see the pictures at the end of the video, you will be able to notice it. So now I'm going to apply the 2 brads in the same way, making 2 holes. And opening them, and because they are very close to the bottom, I'm going to just cut the legs with scissors, but those scissors are special. They are very strong, so you don't want to use regular scissors or your favorite scissors because you may break them. Now I'm applying some foam adhesive because I want the sentiment to pop up. I'm removing the paper and applying it to the card. Now I'm putting more foam adhesive at the back of the card. And I'm putting there the flamingos, to which I will put also some foam adhesive, only in the body, the neck and their heads. The legs I will directly paste them into the postcard. So I'm removing the paper and I'm using tacky glue for the legs. Once there, put the other one, and again tacky glue in the legs and also in the neck where both flamingos will touch. Okay. Now I'm going to make the sun, and I'm going to use a similar technique as the sea. So with a paper as a guide, I'm going to do the the ray lights, and then that will bring the card together again, because it's kind of a similar pattern as used for the waves. See? Now I'm marking where the end of the postcard is, and with the same lid I'm going to mark more or less a round shape and cut it with regular scissors. Now I will glue the sun to the base, marking first where it should be, so then I remember. With roller glue to the back, and there you go. So now it's time for putting the confetti on the shaker card. Since it's a shaker card, normally the confetti ends to the bottom. So what I'll be doing is sticking some of it where I want it to be. And instead of using tacky glue, in this case I'm using glossy accents. Glossy accents actually is used to apply some glitter or whatever you want. I mean, some shiny and some glossy. Well, that's the name of the glue, right? But then it also can be used as a glue. Now I'm using the Wink of Stella glitter pen again on the sun, so then it's also shiny. And putting more confetti there. And then I'm sticking that to the card. And while this is done, here's the shaker card and how it shakes. Well, I hope you like it. So this is the card for today, and here I saw some close-up photos so you can see the details and how shiny they are. I hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!